July 20th, 2023. Brough. At Kelly Brough. At Kelly J. Brough. News. GP7A. Hey, when you understand GP7A and the tag that it represents, anything that starts with G, anything that starts with P, anything that starts with the letter A. And we don't really work that website, GP7A, because those are for when we finally pencil in the final monies that we're going to get for the 80 platforms that we manage. It's going to go boom in the digital world, a big good boom, like a Big Bang Theory boom, but of the metaverse. And one of the things that we have to really understand here is how I can let people know based off of highly advanced algorithms that this was the end of Kelly Brough. Brough. I hear brow, bro, eyebrow. Kelly J. Brough, former CEO Denver Metro Chamber, former Chief of Staff by Marcus Giovanni. That's what she lost. It was that former chief of staff that she was telling everybody in her commercials that Kelly's the only one that had the experience because she knew how to drive a plow truck, and she's the only one that worked under Hickenlooper that had over $500 million deficit. See, because they were shadowing me and looking at all my stuff and emailing me, they had no clue. I never did that to them. They had to draw first blood. I just wrote content. And what this is, Denver City Council districts, that's the most powerful website of all websites because it breaks down the 11 districts rather than being the city and county of Denver. Because the city and county of Denver, the government is trying to confuse people in regards to their role in the city and county of Denver, and they use it, and they should be the city and county of Denver. And I used a letter I received from the city to index them. They don't see that content because I need some authority in the background so that keeps these people guessing. Because I'm doing everything that they don't know how to do, and I do it backwards so they can all talk. Oh, look at, he ain't even ranking. He's not even getting people looking at it. My stuff is inverted pyramid, you morons. Don't call names, Giovanni, you jackass. So anyways, Kelly Brough is no super administrator. April 15, we know what that date is, right? May 1st. There it is, folks. That's the biggest important date of all dates for the media. They think that they can hide behind whatever the fuck they do because they can go and do their shit. All of the sales managers, all the authors, all their writers, they're headed to the dark web. Left, right, center, CBS. See, CBS was a main player for Kelly Brough. They manipulated all kinds of content. We were in a court of law. I could show some behind the scene, and then I could get some subpoenas, and they'd really be 9 News, Bro ad about money in Denver. Political ad discussing the money spent to help elect Kelly Brough's opponent, Mike Johnston. Conveniently leaves out the outside money. What about you, 9 News? What about your outside money and your spin on shit? Here it is, 9 News. Mike Johnson was leading Kelly Brough. Mike Johnson has always leaded Kelly Brough. No matter how they try to rewrite the script, it falls back on him. Here's Colorado Public Radio, May 1st. There it is, folks. The biggest corrupt fucking people, Colorado Public Radio. That should just be Colorado Democrat Radio. And that's how it's indexed. See, and here's the thing. Our state elections are Democrat. And you can see where it's going. You see where it's going. Pretty soon, what they do and what they bring are not reality to the conversation of the metaverse. And no matter how their IT people try to fuck it all up or all their, it's just bad, folks. Marijuana group throws support behind Kelly Brough. Not everybody smokes weed, Kelly. See, that was another one. Denver Gazette out of Colorado Springs, another manipulator. April 21st, the state's largest marijuana trade association. Thursday endorsed Kelly. Now that whole entire trade association is taking the negative shit that went behind all that. The stuff that they don't know because they're marijuana, because they're stoners, and they think they know everything. This is what they don't know. Bros in Denver's mayoral runoff. Her campaign announced. What campaign? Here it is. People for a more pragmatic government. That's me, folks. Okay, so when we knew what Kelly was doing and what Mike Johnston's doing and what Michael Hancock's doing and all the fucking 13 dwarves of the city council, their manipulation of the fair elections fund, ask Ian Tafoya how that went. That guy got like $150,000 and didn't even get over 4,000 votes. He couldn't even beat me. And I came in second, and they crushed on everything about the debates. They didn't have, then they had, I think they had a debate. Um, it was the Denver mayoral debates with, I hate saying that word, it took me a lot to not do that on the radio when I was doing radio. Bada boom, bada bing. That's big right there. Marijuana. They thought that they were going to get 540,000 voters to come out and vote because the largest marijuana trade association got on Thursday endorsed Kelly Brough. They endorsed a loser. See, I'm not a loser, folks. I sued the government because I knew we weren't getting closure on the Spear Amendment. And I knew that there was a lot of fucking clowns out there that were trying to keep it from being talked about, spoken about. And when you think about all the people on the ballot committees, and it was all spelled out in my complaint on February 6th, an emergency hearing in courtroom 414. And when Judge Luxton made those stupid faces, man, he'd be a terrible poker player. Guarantee it. And I warned the court. I told them all what was happening with artificial intelligence. And as Luxon groveled and sniveled to the city attorney's office for thanking them for showing up and taking the time out of their busy schedules. And what Luxon did as a Democrat, working in a non-political government, because City Attorney Michelle Horn blasted with glee when I asked Judge Luxton about the Spear Amendment, and she interrupted me and she said, "We haven't enforced that law in years." And I watched all those puppets over there at their table, 5 people against me. I'm watching Denver citizens turn their backs on me, turn their backs on their own power. But it had to be like this, folks, because we have to hit rock bottom. So 540,000 voters, only 90,000 showed up to vote for Mike Johnston, who acts like he's just the king of he is the king. He's the king of an illegitimate government, and he is the attorney that now solidifies everything I've done for the last 12 fucking years that has brought Denver to an illegitimate government. The actions of Mayor Webb and the ranked choice endorsement, everything was played out just like I wrote about it years ago. And now, as far as Mayor Webb goes, he's completely illegitimate. He has no authority in this state. They don't even know who he is. 540,000 voters told all those people what they thought. And that's the takeaway. Not the takeaways that John Murray and fucking Ben Marcus, Markus, and Joe Rubino and Michael McCormick Kavanaugh, or Michael Kavanaugh McCormick, or any of the tumor clowns, any of the Colorado Stun, Joey Bunch. I could go on, but see all these people's stuff, they have no clue that they're in the dark web already, and it's going to slow bleed them all the way to there, because they're going to know that they should have never fucked with the citizens of Denver. They should have never fucked with democracy. They should have never fucked with the petition process to get on the ballot. I missed 40, folks. I took them to court because I knew if I would have handed in 2,000, they would have just sunk it and said, nope, he didn't have enough. Because how do I know all this? Because when Leslie Horn, the city attorney, blasted with glee, we haven't enforced the Spear Amendment in years when it's been decades to keep them in power for the last 60 years. The computer god is not happy. Who's the computer god? In 1992, Black Sabbath, the people that say, oh, those guys are the devils. Fuck. They're soothsayers, man. But they wrote an album called Dehumanizer. I was dehumanized a long time ago, and I was dehumanized for the last 17 years in Denver, and I swore that I would hold these people accountable in the digital world. Because in the mortal world, they rule everything, but in the digital world, they rule nothing. Way to go, Mayor Michael C. Johnston, you pragmatic fuck.